if I go class party Coke. Okay.
Hi guys, welcome back to episode 6 of the Under 7s podcast. I'm leading the intro today because people weren't happy with last week's. That's not true, no one said anything, but
That's what I thought.
just, it just feels right, doesn't it? Just feels right.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave everything to be a little bit of a secret, Callum. Would you believe this?
Yeah.
Because unlike last week's episode where I had to remind you, how have you been this week, Callum?
Well, I've been fantastic, mate. I'm a new man. I've got a brand new hand. Wow. Check this out.
Hey.
What are we thinking? Brand spanking new. Nice and thin. Not that different to what it was before. But new hand. I can now grab things without using just the tips of my fingers. So it's been great. Yeah.
Sock puppets as well. New opportunity.
I can now, yes, use sock puppets and pretend I've got friends. I can't wait. It's so good. Yeah. How have you been?
Yeah, I've been doing good. So, actually, a bit of a location change on the road at my lovely girlfriend, Taylor Harding's house at the moment. We finally, after 3 months of seeing each other, that's why I've got this plant in the background.
It's very nice. It's quite scenic.
Very, very beautiful.
So
that's good. That's good. Other than that, I've been making some podcasts, no, just the one podcast.
Wow.
But so you and Lachlan had a bit of a debate in the Xbox Live group chat, I believe it was, regarding a new thing that's popping off on Netflix. That's all I see everything about now.
Yeah.
It's a Squid Game show, and I was wondering if I should watch it. So I was asking Callum, can you give me a fast-paced 30-second review with a rating at the end?
How many are we doing? Are we doing spoiler protection here or not? What are we doing?
No, give me a vibe. Don't spoil it for me. I might actually watch it.
Okay. Well, as a season as a whole, interesting, right? First few episodes really bad. And then it gets good when gets good. Episode 6, episode 7, episode 8's really good as well. And then episode 9 kills the whole series. It's got a terrible ending. I hate the ending. But as a whole, is it worth watching? Yes. Lachlan watched it in a subbed version. I watched it in a dubbed version. I don't understand why you'd watch anything in sub. Even though the English acting is quite bad, nothing is worse than listening to something and not actually understanding it and just reading a show. So I think a rating overall, I'd give it maybe a 6. 6, yeah. Like, it's something to watch. Obviously it's only 9 episodes and it's only like 50 minutes an ep, but it's
still hefty somewhat.
Yeah, so takes a bit of time, but I just hate the ending. The ending, they definitely left it very open for a second season, but the way they did it it's just dumb. There's so many flaws in the plot and everything, and like the ending really kind of makes you realize, yeah, the plot in this was dumb. So, yeah.
There you go. Why is everyone ranting and raving about it?
I don't actually know. I think it's just because it's something different that we haven't seen before on Netflix. But it's not exactly the whole theme of it's very Hunger Games like. It's, there's all these...
That's the kind of vibe I was getting.
Yeah, there's all these contestants and only one can win. Ha ha ha. It's like
Squid Games.
Yeah.
Squid Games.
Hunger Games. But we've seen the format. I just think that it's a fresh kind of take on it. Maybe it's not even a fresh take, but yeah, I honestly don't understand why it got so big so quickly. I think just because people were making memes about it on TikTok. But I started watching it Like the day it came out on Netflix, I started watching it. I watched the first 2-3 episodes, and I was there like, I don't like this. This is really bad.
Do you hear this, Callum? Callum was watching it before it was
exactly
cool. Okay.
Exactly. Well, I had stopped watching it. I stopped watching it for like a week because I was like, this isn't that good. And then everyone started watching it, so I was like, okay, maybe I'm missing something. And like,
maybe you're missing something.
It did start getting better. Because like of the mystery element of it, and like I guess there was some suspense and stuff, and it did get like episode 6 was brilliant. Like it was actually emotional and everything. You realize, mate, maybe I actually care about these characters all of a sudden.
You're like,
even though before
wiping
you're like,
tears away.
They're all not wiping tears away, but you're like, oh, can this not happen because I don't want it to.
Very nice.
Which is when I realized, oh yeah, okay, I actually care about some of the characters now. By some of the characters, I mean one character. I don't think I cared about anyone else, and I just thought everything else was really dumb. But yeah, I just think there's just so many flaws in it. But it was 6.
Solid 6. What are you gonna do? Not as good as Sex Education, which we reviewed last week. This is turning into a bit of a Netflix new TV series rating kind of a show.
That's not bad. If we get a new one every week, then I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean it's all anyone is doing anymore anyway. So
yeah,
until vaxxed and waxed. But speaking of which,
oh,
vaxxed and waxed.
Oh, me too. Actually, I got mine Monday. Can't really tell.
Hold on, I'm not tensing.
Yeah,
just vaxxed here. I had no side effects the second time, but I didn't think I was going to, but the doctor was like, you could have side effects again, so I was kind of like scared, but chilling. Easy life.
I felt a little bit off on my second.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I didn't feel, it was like, obviously nowhere near as bad, but I like that uncomfortableness before the cold, if you remember that last time.
Yeah.
Like, it felt weird. I got that, and I was like, uh-oh. And like, I felt a bit funky the next day.
Actually, I know someone who spoke about a similar phenomena. His name was Darwin. Survival of the fittest, mate. Your body can't even stand the second time you've seen the disease.
Yeah, shit. That's not good.
Idiot.
So I'm gonna get a double of Pfizer now. Just to show you all up.
I'm just gonna go catch it. I'm gonna start licking poles and stuff just to show you
how strong my immune system is. I'll show you
good
fit.
Man.
I'll show you fit, dickhead.
What else? Fantasy this week. I did not have an exceptional week. I had the only players that went well for me were 3 Wolves players I had. So I chose to put the Wolves goalie in, Raul Jimenez, and the Wolves defender in. So Wolves got a clean sheet, so the goalie and the defender got points.
Yeah.
And then the goalie just made save on save on save, and also got an assist. So the goalie got 14 points, but everyone else got 1, 2, or 0.
Did he make 6 saves?
So,
was that in the end? He made 6.
Oh, he would have made heaps, Cal. I was watching it. I was like, this man is out.
Incredible. Wow.
Hell
and then Jimenez scored.
But I ended up losing because all the other players on my team got 1 or 0 points. How about yourself?
No, I won again, so I'm now moving into. I'm still undefeated. You know how it is.
Yeah, I know.
4-0. Again, I thought I was going to lose this week. I was a bit worried. But I am worried again this week. I'm not sure who I'm coming up against. I didn't check. But I have not come up against the boys from my original high school group. And we've proven the non-soccer boys are the elite when it comes to picking fantasy teams.
This makes sense to me.
There's only 2 losses between us, I think. Oh, 3.
Well, one of them I handed to Tom in the first week, so
you did.
I'll take that.
But now that man's got an incredible team. Because I think we've all just forgotten about De Bruyne. And,
he obviously picked up Ronaldo, which I'll always stick by. Tom, if you're listening, that 100%. That's the only reason you're doing well at all. Okay, mate.
Just a poacher, just such a merchant.
Any big performances for you this week, Cal?
I think Salah went well. I think he's Vardy. Vardy, my main man, got the got the hat trick.
Got a hat trick, didn't he?
Yeah, he got a hat trick. Shame that one of those goals was not for his team. A dirty own goal though. Very dirty own goal.
Good finish, to be fair to the lad.
Dude, clean, tight angle too. Just class, bro. Class.
I think he had a bit too many Red Bulls before the game and just got confused which end.
Yeah, maybe. Who else? I think Decore as well from Everton had a big week.
He got 2 assists, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Had a cracker. I think
a bit of a great game.
I only picked him up like 2 weeks ago or something as well. So glad to see that he's coming to the squad and making an improvement. I'm having an issue with my defense though. So Alexander Trent Arnold has picked up an injury. So he's probably not going to play this week. Key defender. I'm stuck with. I can't get rid of Chalabar. He's just stuck on my team. I haven't been able to get rid of him yet. I've been trying consistently across the week. I've been scouting. I've seen a couple people I'm thinking of swapping him with. So I've put them in. But I feel like because I'm top of the table, they're probably going to get snatched up by someone else with rubbish defenders. But hats off to Everton for proved me wrong so far. They're 5th on the ladder, I think. And I put them down as bottom 3 getting relegated because we're too busy defending and touching kids. So.
I think maybe we will jump into the topic this week. I think that's a fair enough place to go. I don't know, last week was both our passion, right? We had the animal podcast.
Oh yeah.
We love researching animals. I'm always, on the old animal database, just going
Nat
at
Geo,
it.
baby.
This week at another one of my passions, more exclusively, I would have to argue.
Definitely your passion. Jesus.
Jesus. We'll be doing the food podcast. Woo-hoo! Against Callum's will. Honestly, I have a gun to his head right now.
I hate food. Would never eat it.
Good man. That's the way to go.
Exactly.
And just to keep the audience retention, we've been talking about having issues with that. We'll go into a fan favorite. Segment. Callum's tier list.
Yes! He's making a list, checking it twice. Gonna find out if you're okay or not. Callum is making a tier list. Hello everyone, welcome back to your favourite segment. I know you've been dying for one of these. Our last one, the Fat Lamb tier list, huge success. Everyone loves a fat lamb, but what do we all love more? And I know you're thinking, shit, I actually don't know what I love more. My goodness. How about a fat dose of nostalgia, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Alright, Malby, today I've got for you, right here in front of me, Australia's classic canteen foods. I've got 14 items, staple items of your canteen. There's a few missing out. I've tried to keep these a secret from Malby. He did figure out while I was putting this together, I muttered a couple words. But these are some absolute classics. However,
I just put a couple of things together, Cal. Like, I know, obviously this is a food podcast. I know you have a keen interest in kids.
That's not okay. So basically, as you can see in front of me, we've got the tiers. I'll just run through them very quick. The triple S tier, mwah. If you have one of these, your day cannot be ruined. You can get homework galore, and you'll be like, but I had this item and I feel sick. We have the double S tier. We have a good reason why it's not 2 S's next to each other. We might get targeted for something like that. So here we have 2S.
2S, got it.
Just do your mathematics and you'll be able to figure that one out. Then we have your S tier. Obviously, very good. You're not gonna say no, are you? It's gonna make you feel good. We have the good enough tier. It's something that if your mate were to offer it, you'd go, thank you. But you probably wouldn't go out of your way. Let's say for good enough tier, right? As a reference point, you'll appreciate this. It's something that if your mate said, walk with me to the canteen and I'll get you something, right? You wouldn't want this. It's not worth the walk.
Okay, I get you. All right. Yeah,
but
fair enough. That's
everything above the S, definitely worth that walk. I would say S tier, you'd let your mate buy for you. S tier, you'd pay for half. triple S tier, you'd pay all for yourself. You go, nah, mate.
All right.
I got this. We got
This
the
one's
last
on me.
tier. You deserve the bullying you got. Because let's be real, if you're getting this from the canteen, people are judging you, and you're gonna get absolutely flamed. And to start that off, the frogs. Frogs are going straight in there. Especially green frogs. Oh my lord! If you go to the canteen and you're going out of your way, right, to get green frogs, you're wasting your lunch and recess to get.
Honestly,
frogs.
I don't think I've seen a school canteen with green frogs, brother.
our
If I
primary
did,
school
I'd spit on it.
Oh, dude. I wanted to. I could punch the canteen people for selling frogs. I think that's a crime.
That is gross.
I think it's absolutely. Why would you do it? Why would
They're value for money, though. Aren't they like 10 cents a bag?
Yes, but when it talks value to money, Malby. Oh, yeah, baby. Now, I would love your input here. What tier do you think gummy worms belong in? Because I love them. I think they're fantastic.
So for me personally, I would put them in S times 2 because you catch me in my adult hole still copping some gummy worms if I can get my hands on them. Fantastic I love those motherfuckers.
Fantastic choice. And I tell you what, not only are they fantastic on their own, but combined with another item on this list, holy dooly. It is It is a dangerously good combination, and I remember doing it. I did it for half of primary school.
Yes, sir.
It was worth it. Every single time. Fantastic combination. Absolutely rate it. And alright, we're gonna go to the next one. Good enough tier. Ovaltines. Right? Ovaltinis, bro. They're just
No.
They're okay at best.
Okay.
I remember getting them once. My friends kept having them. I tried a couple and they were alright, you know. So I asked when I got my next lunch order. I asked, could I have a packet of Ovaltines? Get them in there, mate. Get a bit of Ovaltinis in there. You know, we'll muck around, see how they do. No, let's not see how they do. Just didn't do it for me.
Yeah, they. I personally, I think I've had them once. I famously, in case you guys didn't know, I'm not like the other girls. I don't really like chocolate that much. I in fact hate chocolate. So that's just personal preference though. But for me, they definitely wouldn't be worth the walk at all. But I would maybe even throw them below. But fair enough. I would say, yeah, that's good. Good that you put them even in the bottom half.
Yeah. Because, I mean, if they're all right, you can't say that they're foul by any means.
They're very sugary, which is always a win. You know, you need that blood sugar raise up so you can hit the ground running when you're in a mathematics class. But
Exactly. Now, to kick off the S tier, it's something that you brought up, and I just want to reiterate how fantastic this is. The Slinky Apple. Oh my lordy lord. You cannot beat it.
Oh!
You cannot beat a Slinky Apple.
You can't
If you were to go to the canteen, right? I'm not even sure if they sell that many Slinky Apples at the canteen. If you were to go to the canteen and buy fruit, right? Just regular vanilla fruit, you know, nothing special. Yeah. This is where we go. You go down there. You don't go to the canteen. You don't buy health food, all right? Unless you're sick in the head, right? But you make that shit a Slinky. Oh, good heavens! Well deserved S tier. That's pretty much the gatekeeper. All right. If it's not as good as a Slinky Apple, I don't want to see it in the triple S tier. All right.
Cal, I don't know about your primary school, but my primary school, you could buy an apple and Slinky it, or this is the goated option. Mama gives you an apple, you bring it in, and they Slinky that thing for free, baby.
Do you wanna hear something crazy?
What?
We have a Slinky Apple maker.
At your house?
At our house. I'm not sure if we still have it, but we had it, and let me tell you, primary school was an absolute hoot and a half, mate.
Oh my goodness. My goodness.
The
in-house Slink.
I was a huge Granny Smith fan.
Yeah.
And like I pretty much only ate them for primary school until I discovered, Pink Lady apples, which are the superior brand. Let's be
fair enough.
Let's be real. But
yeah. Like I think that value for money, like I mean, you did it in a house, which is even better. I would take it to the canteen. They do it for free. I mean, you can't rival that kind of.
Because if you look at this apple here, the only thing you miss out on is the core. And the kids who ate the core of the apple, I remember doing it a couple times just because I thought it was sick. I was like, that's kind of cool. You eat the whole thing. I've realized that's alarming. And the kids who did that, I wonder where they're at now. And by where they're at, I wonder what cell number. Because that is criminal, man.
Straight to prison.
Pretty much anyone who, like... I understand the idea of, like, eating an apple to the point where there's nothing left that you can eat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You're a sicko if you do that. Like, obviously you're going to waste a little bit, but... Come on, man.
It's gross. And pretty sure, isn't cyanide in that part? Don't you literally kill yourself slowly?
In the seeds.
Yeah, bro, you're dead.
But there's very, very small amounts. Not enough to kill you.
I wish it did, though, for those core-eating twats.
If only. Alright, now a bit of a gatekeeper for the S tier. Ghost strips. El classic, mate. You come out of these bad boys, you rip them open. Some of them near impossible to open, keep in mind. Didn't rate that. Didn't rate the packaging on these sometimes. They were just... and if you did open it, sometimes you just fly out, get on the ground. It's all dirty. You're like, oh. Yeah. But you and your mates getting silly tongue colours. Oh. just a staple. Just so good.
That is true.
So good. Did you have a favourite flavour?
Yeah, well, I was never privileged enough. See, I don't know if I went to these upper-class Albion Park primary schools, but my primary school didn't sell Ghost Drops. But for me, the local Ghost Drop dealer was the Nowra Pool.
Yep, classic.
My favourite had to be blue, brother. I mean, I don't know if anyone else is going to go against that. For me, blue was the one.
Dude, I love black. I thought it was great. There was something about it.
What flavour was it?
It was like it's like, I don't want to say grapey, but it's not.
I mean, as long as it's not licorice, I'm assuming it's a Ghost Drop, they can't mess it up. It's a simple formula, they've done it well, they do the job, and 5 cents a pop is what I remember, so value for money is also there.
Dirt cheap.
Yeah.
So good. Alrighty. Amazing. Now, speaking of value for money, these bad boys. I'm not sure if you had these, but these are my absolute favourite growing up. Like,
are they the...
Kindy and Year 1. They're like the little jelly cups. Yeah, and you're just like, you pretty much just like get the bottom and do a little...
I think my canteen got rid of them, but...
mine did too, eventually.
For me, I think I'd buy them. Like, again, value for money, they're just cheap as, mate. You can get 10 of them for $1,
10? You get 20.
I don't know how much they cost.
20.
You get... they're 5 centers,
aren't they? For me, they were 5 cents, and I thought that was incredible. Okay. So, like, Mum would give us 10 cents. And we go get and I was like, this is sick. This is absolutely awesome. 10 cents, Mum?
Dual wielding. Like, dual wielding the bloody jelly cups.
There's no way. And I was like, this is so good. And it's so funny to think about my concept of money was based on canteen items back then. I remember finding a 50-cent piece. I was still in stage 1 of primary school, which is the K1 to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I found a 20-cent piece, and I was like, I've got to hand this in. I can't keep this. I've got to.
The man who's lost this, he must be the richest man in school.
It's like, oh my God.
He can get 4 jelly cups.
This kid, he's going to be devastated. Alright, now, I imagine the audience is looking at the icy poll down here.
They are.
I would love to know where you think it goes.
Okay, for me personally, the icy pole I think came later when I went to a new primary school. So I was obviously older, a bit more mature. Do you know what I mean? I was thinking a bit more rebelling against the system, if you will, the canteen capitalist system.
Well, it was at a high school.
So I think I got the icy pole like 2 or 3 times over my life. For me, I'm not walking with my mate for those. I'll be honest. I'm not walking with my mate for those.
That is exactly right. I feel like it's for me, it almost goes into the bullying because I don't understand. Yeah. I understand the flavour of it. And if you could just melt these down, then I'd be all for it. But the texture of these things, how they were like, they were frozen, but they were like furry in the middle.
That's actually it's so funny you said that. That's actually spot on.
Yeah, I hated that. Like that made me so uncomfortable eating it. And you know it just like shadows in all the other icy poles. You know, this is like the stupid baby cousin that everyone hates.
Yeah.
You know?
For me the icy pole I remember it just for me I just felt like Brain Free City. I don't know why. But it just always got me, like specifically that.
Well, Brain Free City going into our triple S tier. A slushy. Oh my lord. Can't beat it. Doesn't matter what the flavour is. Give me the worst flavour on earth. It's still going in triple S tier. They're so good.
Huh. Yeah.
And this is what I would combine. I'd put the sour worms in there. Ever did that?
Oh, is that the combination?
That's the combo. Let me tell you, it was magical. Because all of that sugary
initially
stuff,
the word wrongin comes to mind, but
okay, like once the sour worm was in there, it's already served its purpose because the flavoring of the sour worm kind of is in the slushy, which is elite. Whatever that combo is, it is so good. Just like the sugar and like the little bit of sourness, it is elite. The worms did turn into this real slimy thing, which, I mean, I still really liked, but I can understand why people wouldn't like it. But basically, just the flavouring going into a slushy was just magnificent and so hard to even come close to beating.
Callum, what size cups were your slushies in?
I'm not sure if you, like that image, or like this one down here.
Yeah.
See this? Yeah, that cup. And we all know that cup. Surely. You know?
I've been done so dirty, bro. I've been done so dirty.
Why? How big was yours?
For me, it was like, you know those small, like, clear plastic cups you would get for parties?
Yeah, that's the size.
Oh, that's the size. Okay.
Oh,
wait.
Wait. Are you talking about... Here, ready? If I do this right now, if I go, class party Coke. Okay. Hold on a second.
I don't know what you were doing at your primary school, brother.
Surely I'm gonna find it. But we all know like when you have a class party, that size cup.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
They go small, like super small, like this.
Is that what you're talking about? Hold on, wait. Let me.
Yeah.
We're having.
This big.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Not that big, but like, you can still see me. Probably like slushy cup about that big.
Oh, okay. Well then, I think that would probably put it up in my eyes if I could get it that size. But for me, they were stingy on it.
Small as hell. All right. Well, if you remember surely you remember the icy vans, right? They were it's that brand of slushy with like the polar bear and like the cups are red and blue.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. If that's like
I didn't know the name.
Like the small cup version of that was still bigger.
Yeah.
Than what we get in school. But like those slushies are like a sports carnival. Oh, remember at our athletics carnival there was a van there. And my god, that man made a killing. He would have rated him.
There was a van there and the man made a killing, did he?
Alright.
Moving on.
Moving right on. We'll do this. Do you remember these? They're called Berry Nices. They're like a TNT, but they're very fruity and not sour.
No idea for me.
No? Okay, well I think it's a comfortably in the S tier. It could also go in the good enough tier, just depends on the flavour you get. But they're like this soft, very jelly-like, frozen tube thing that you'd suck on, It's just old classic. We did actually have them at high school for a little bit.
Okay.
You'd cut them down the middle. But they're just like not as good TNTs. Which
okay.
definitely go in the double S category. I think, when it comes to icy poles, these things were fantastic. I don't know. I don't know what I like more out of the triangle one, and like the long ones, like this. Did you have both?
Yeah. So I remember. Do you mean the long ones that had like the kind of came in the middle and you'd rip them in half?
Yeah. Or you know, if you're not a savage, you'd get them cut. Fine.
Okay, all right, but
Whatever.
for me, I was a big fan of the old rip in half. Or not the rip in half. Sorry, the ones that did rip in half. They were my staple, and they were up there.
They were great.
They were good. They were the best.
Yeah, you'd grip them so that it would melt, and all the liquid would come to the top.
Oh, the liquid. Oh. That is when it becomes like that double S tier, because that liquid that's the.
I'd say the liquid alone can probably go into the triple S tier.
Yeah, it probably could. It brings it up major wise. That liquid. Oh.
It's just insanely phallic. When you've got you got the two of them and you just
yeah.
going nuts. Now,
what to be fair, that man was making a killing at the athletics carnival.
He was. Alright. Also joining Triple S tier, you remember that these were sick, and for 80 cents a pop, value for money wise, great. And also just the barbaric manner of which you'd eat these bad boys it was something else. It just made me feel very monkey, very good.
So these are the Orchie buckets. Is that what they used to be called for me? Orchie buckets?
Orchie cups for us, yeah.
Orchie cups, yeah.
And
you'd be going. Like you were some sort of man on Mount Everest trying to climb the ice. You were stabbing that.
Mate, you were hacking at it. But
hacking at it.
If you're a bit of a thinker, you get that thing to the point. You flip it over.
Flip it over. Good man.
Lordy
Good man.
Lord.
Good man.
Once you hit that flip, I think pre-flip it's probably like here, because you can't do.
Yeah.
It's probably here pre-flip. You can't do shit with it. It's literally just a solid block. You may as well just have a ball of cement in there. Because there's no flavour to it. You can't just, lick it and get something out of it. You don't get nothing. You flip that bad boy over. Oh, my lord.
Super intense flavour on the bottom as well, because that's where the juice goes to.
Yeah, all down there. And then you, give that bad boy a suckle. Just look, and you just get it. You're getting it all over your face as well, because when you suck on this thing, you're just...
For us, at my primary school, it actually... so you said 80 cents. Ours were actually 70 cents.
Oh, so I never had them in primary school.
Oh, okay. So we had it in my primary school, but the biggest revolutionary war was when those Orchie buckets went from 70 cents to 80 cents. Oh my god.
Wow.
You know,
that's
people are lighting stuff on fire, pitchforks, mental.
I mean, that's a whole extra coin, and that's enough to, fair enough.
It was not. And the students' uproar, and the men that sitting in their ivory towers, they didn't listen.
But completely justified though. Seriously, what's that about?
No.
All right.
Anyway,
next on the list, clouds. Now they've got the blue ones here. I was a bit more of a fan of the red ones. I was a huge red one fan. Where do you think? Because I was torn with these when it comes to S or just regular S.
I'm gonna have to leave you to go there first, then, Cal. For me,
for first,
you place it where you think, and I'll weigh in after.
When it comes to on its own item, it's hard. I think if it's in this double S category, then it would be the very bottom of double S.
Okay.
Because when it comes to a standalone item, if you're comparing gummy worms or sour worms, to clouds, that's not a contest. You know that the worm is going to win. But there's something about the soft cloud, the actual cloud-like structure to them, that just I think puts them in the double S category. What do you think?
So I would have to say, Callum, you are incredibly fucking wrong. Those things are goated. One, blue is way better than red. Far better. Wow. It's in triple S for me, baby, and it is the top of triple S. Blue clouds were my shit. I love those things.
You know where else they went?
What?
They went into the slushies. And again...
into the slushies as well.
I'll stand by it. Good Good move. I really liked the red ones though. Like they were just I don't know, something about how sweet they were at the same time.
Yeah.
Delicious. Won't
Comment
lie.
down below, team red or team blue, guys.
That'd be very interesting. If we can, we'll make a poll. We'll make a little straw poll. All right.
Oh yeah, very nice.
And we'll see which team wins. I don't expect to win on the red team. I completely understand blue team's points. Something about red just hit the right notes for me.
Just did it for you.
Huge fan. Now, chalky milk from school canteens.
Yeah.
This is the hardest. I think it's gonna have to go in triple S tier.
Okay.
But there's just I hate banana milk.
I hate banana milk too. I hate banana milk.
I wish it could just be like chalky milk and strawberry milk, right? Triple S tier. For me, banana milk would go down here. This is where banana milk belongs. If you're actually a fan of banana milk, you are sick and twisted. And you know what? I'm keeping it down there.
Stay down there.
There's not enough chalky and strawberry here to really justify it. It looks like we're focusing on the yellow, and it's poo. It's absolute poo.
Is.
But I'll tell you
They go to jail with the other guys, I reckon.
Oh,
that's where they go.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're definitely sick. But when it comes to delicious beverages, we have a spider right here, Malby.
Oh, you got spiders. You got spiders.
Now I'm saying this is drawn on our high school experience when we'd have those business days, and it's not really our school canteen, although they have done them before.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The spiders. So
the spiders.
I'm torn because if you're cheaping out on the fizzy drink here, and you're getting some shitty BTEC Coles thing, and you're getting shitty BTEC Coles ice cream at the same time, you're going to ruin it, and it can possibly slip down. It's still an S tier, don't get me wrong. If you use bad quality ingredients, it's still an S tier, but you're not going to get the same effect. Where if you're using let me tell you, if you're using Kirk's creaming soda, and what's that brand? Is it Dream? Dream ice cream?
I would have said Blue Ribbon. That's the one that I
Blue Ribbon. That's it. Brilliant.
Blue Ribbon.
If you're using Kirk's creaming soda and Blue Ribbon vanilla ice cream, hard to beat.
Put it in there.
Hard to beat with cola, but they can stay up there. But on average, maybe in here, maybe double S. Yeah. Like I think they'd at least deserve double S.
Like you said, depending on the quality of ingredients, it really comes up to the chef in this case. But for me, I would say you are bang on there. So on average, S2.
Yeah, big chef dependence. But I think that's a very good looking tier list.
Yeah, makes sense. Perfect.
Honorable mentions we'd like to bring up. Comment below if you know what this lolly is. Now I know if my sister's watching, she should be able to, because I believe one of her old boyfriends brought home these just for us. They're about 2 to 3 inches in length, which is a great size.
Average.
Very nice. They're a triangular prism, and there were a few flavors to them. They were like a soft, fruity chew. There was like a blueberry one. I'm pretty sure there was a strawberry one. But there was a bunch of different flavors, and they're all real good. If they were there, they would come into S tier, I believe. Is there any other staples you reckon we've missed?
I'm sure we have. I feel like there's a severe lack of hot food here, but I think definitely for another time.
I did steer clear of hot food because I thought it's too. These are obviously these are your staple canteen foods. These are L classics. But when hot food comes and stuff, honestly, that could be a whole new tier list.
Honestly, it could be. I mean, don't want to say foreshadowing or illusion here, but you know.
And I'll give you a hint for that one. Chicken coujons, chicken fingers, chicken tendies, whatever you want to call them. They're triple S, and they goddamn belong there. They were the best things that you could ever get. But that could be its own complete tier list. Hot food.
Honestly, it could be.
Because there'd be things that we'd have to address, such as the smiley chips. Oh.
Yeah.
Dino nuggets. Oh. Oh my god. I
getting
mean,
aroused.
you can just go through any meat pie and sausage roll. They're all classics.
Yeah.
But I'm also like to point out that I did save an image and it didn't work. It didn't come through. So to a good friend of the podcast, Tom, if you're listening, this spot here, right here, next to Orchard Cup, that is reserved for a Casadoi, something that we all love. Casadoi's right in that triple S tier. So
All right.
shout out to Tom. Sorry I didn't couldn't squeeze it in. I don't know what happened to the file, but it didn't register as an image for some reason. But Casadoi's triple S tier.
Perfect.
Bet on that. So there you go, everyone, for another great tier list. Just leave some comments. Let me know if I've messed up at all. Put in your nostalgic lollies as well, and where you think they would rank. We might get back to you, but I mean, if they haven't made
Probably
this
not.
list, are they even that much of a staple? We will see. But yeah, thank you.
Alrighty. Thank you. Alrighty. From an amazing tier list, yet another amazing tier list, a fan favourite. What can I say? He deserves every award he's going to get in the future. We had a couple of questions about food, since I personally, food expert over here. Just leave that one there, mate. Don't weigh in on that. So I think that... So, Callum, neither of you and I live in Wollongong.
Yep.
But we frequent it quite a lot, I would argue.
We do.
So I thought... And you and I, famously, you and I, we'd walk to and from the train station.
Oh. Yes, we did.
And when our deputy principal sat trying to catch people going to the wrong train station, these two goody two-shoes, we stayed within the laws, and we went to the right train station every time.
You know, she was out there looking for us. Piece of...
Yeah, she wanted. She was she had a thing on her head. She had a bounty on her head. She said, "I want those under sevens boys."
Exactly. Rubbish.
Anyway, so we have a good idea of the kind of local cuisine in the Wollongong area. Callum, do you have any recommendations for the lovely 600 million listeners here?
I do.
From food in the Wollongong.
Yeah, and the answer is not Rashays. Stay clear. Stay well clear. And whatever that place is next to it, the seafood place with the shitty chips. Stay well clear. If you're walking from Smiths Hill to bloody North Gong Station, no, just don't. Just stay well clear. Walk around the long way. Yeah, not worth.
We would always hit up Starmart, I remember.
Fantastic choice.
Problem is, wasn't cheap. It was an expensive alternative.
It was.
But you do pay for the prestige of being able to get into that amazing air-conditioned space on that hot walk to the train station. You'd pick yourself up, I don't know, but do you remember? I remember there was a point in my life when I'd hit a cheese Kransky of an afternoon. But I don't know, it had the lot. You had Zappos, you had chips, you could get anything from that thing.
I got the classic Maxibon cookies and cream.
Yeah.
Just great.
Good stuff.
So I actually got one of them the other day. Just a bit of nostalgia trip there. I was like, takes me back. I walked to the train station violent. That really rainy day, we got absolutely drenched. People kept driving at us as well, getting us with their...
Yeah, and then splash us, because they have the puddles on the side of the road.
They absolutely loved it. Just honking and splashing. Yeah.
Mate, we're rowdy, wanted people in the Wollongong area.
Just terrible. Best foods, though. That little strip near Mr. Crown, you've got Jimmy's Burger, you've got Zambrero's. There used to be a Sneaky Burger right there. Crust. Across the road, you've got a kebab place.
Indian
on the corner, yeah. That little strip there that's got to be some of the best food in Wollongong, right there.
Yeah, definitely. If you're unsure of a night and you want to go for a dinner, park in that general area, mate, and you'll find somewhere. You'll find something good.
You really will. So good.
Speaking of that though, Callum, I know that you've overlooked this accidentally. Not your fault. But definitely, certainly this food definitely is well known for me, because after a big night out, you're on a hangover, you're waking up 10:30, 11, nearly lunchtime, right? You might be at Goose, great friend of the podcast, house,
Sounds like
You're going
there's only
Figgy Chicos.
Yeah,
You're going Figgy
yeah,
Chicos.
it's a staple, isn't it? You've
You
got
gotta
to.
go Chicos.
Very rude not to. Delicious.
You got value for money. Those things are ginormous, right?
Only a mini. All you need is a mini. Just don't
Oh,
push
honestly,
yourself.
all you need is a mini.
Don't push yourself.
Don't push yourself. Don't push yourself. And the quality is right up there, you know. And like I said, you're having a hangover. You want a bit of grease, bit of filling the stomach up. That's the place to go.
Good. I tell you what he slept on a little bit too much.
Yep.
Burke Street Burgers. You go there.
Where's that?
Well, believe it or not, Burke Street. Right near Pepe's.
Oh, that place. No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay, I've never been there.
Yeah, no, super good. There's this thing called an Insta Burger. It's 3 burgers. It comes on a big stick.
Oh my goodness.
And you can pick between like beef, pork, and like fried chicken. Super good. Can easily feed 2 people. Like $36. You'd think it'd feed 2 people. But you could easily feed 3. It'd be really nice. It's just so good.
3 Callums or 3 Jacobs?
3 Callums. 3 Callums will get smashed by that. It's so good and so worth it. Just delicious, real good.
Yeah.
And great place.
Good value for money as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you have any places in Wollongong that you think are maybe the food or not even isn't good but is exceptional for its customer service?
I
have an answer.
Yeah, please.
So I think that probably the best customer service in the Illawarra region has to be Tai Gong. Great friend of the podcast.
Great, fantastic. You're right. Yep.
But he's actually left there now, and he's done doing his delivery shonky deals. That when people they do free deliveries, but then they'd ask how much does delivery cost, and he'd pick a random number between 1 and 10, and they'd pay him that. So a little bit of extra tippage there.
Yeah, that's nice.
But yeah, that's great customer service. Straight to door Thai. Also, Callum, I know this isn't Wollongong, but recently opened up near you. I've had a bit of a hand in training this team. Zambrero Albion Park.
Yep.
Any thoughts on that?
Fantastic place. Big fan. I've been there maybe 3 or 4 times, and I've just get those big old burritos from there. They do really well. You've done magically, mate. Good job.
I've done them well. And given where they started, don't want to put any slander out, but I've done very well. Now, when you're going to Subway,
yep.
When you are not feeling the burrito kind of day, what are you getting, brother? Tell me. Just list it at me.
Yeah, so when I used to work at a cinema, and next to the cinema was a Subway. So every lunch break, pretty much, I'm getting Subway. So I'd have a foot long. I get in the meal, by the way, 2 cookies.
Seem more like a 6-inch kind of guy to me, Cal.
No, I get a foot long, and it's got to be, you're getting 2 cookies, and they've got to be triple choc, and a large drink. I'll tell you, I was smashing out my lunches.
Good man.
I would not do well after, but I would smash them out. Now, the salads that go onto it are they're the same across no matter what I get. So it's always spinach, tomato, cucumber, right? Those 3.
That's it.
Yeah, I wouldn't get. I'm not a huge lettuce guy, and most of the other salads there don't really appeal to me that much. But the cucumber and tomato and spinach, it's enough. You know, it covers everything. You can still taste them. They're present. Meatballs, right? That's the go. That's one of the best ever, possibly the best. Or big fan of the buffalo chicken there. Got a bit of kick to it, but real good. So that's my order. Of course, on the Italian herbs and cheese, if you're getting any other bread, you can burn. You can burn.
Sauce, Cow?
No sauce needed for either of those 2, actually.
No sauce needed.
Sauce
meatballs
needed.
make sense.
Yeah, but the buffalo chicken's covered in sauce. It's got the buffalo sauce on it. So you just don't need it. It's literally like it drips out anyway. So and no salt or pepper, just not needed, mate.
Yeah, no, you don't.
And just it's great. Big fan of it. What about you? What's your little splurge?
I was hoping that I would get away with it, and you wouldn't be asking me this. I would hope we'd move on, but I'm just gonna come out and say it. I get a foot-long Italian herbs and cheese. Start off well.
That's great. You really have. Off the gates, out of the gates, and he's off.
Then we go straight to the tuna. We put the tuna on there. Then after that, we get every vegetable except jalapenos and olives.
Every single one.
Sometimes, every single one. And sometimes I might get extra onion if I'm feeling it, because I fucking love onion. It's my favorite vegetable. Shut your mouth, mate. I don't want to hear it. Shut your mouth, okay? And then after that, on the tuna, with the extra onion, maybe I'll get the garlic sauce. And then we'll
garlic and tuna.
And then we'll wrap her up and we'll say, thank you very much. I'm hiding my face as I walk out.
That's criminal. Tuna and garlic. Does Taylor know this?
She does, yeah. And it is.
Sadly.
I might want to cut this from the podcast. It's a bit of a point of contention.
That would be foul. What a breath. After. Jeez.
And the extra onion as well. It gets a bit lethal for the poor girl, to be fair.
Wow. That is... What are all the vegetables then, if you know them all?
Spinach, lettuce. I might get avocado if I want to pay extra for it.
Ooh, yeah, good choice.
Tomato, carrot, cucumber, capsicum, onion, pickles. Pickles are goated.
That's an interesting...
And honestly, I don't like spice, so I used to say, everything but jalapenos and olives, but I have tried jalapenos on it. I don't mind the jalapenos, and I might get them on if I'm feeling it.
I can't do them.
But yeah, those are the vegetables. I think I might have forgotten one. They used to have sun-dried tomatoes, which were top tier, but they don't have those anymore. But yeah.
I have slept on capsicum, and in the last few months, I've become a huge capsicum fan. It's delicious, mate.
Interesting, because the last time I got Subway, I said everything but jalapenos, olives, and capsicum. So I've gone the other way.
Wow. Disappointing to hear that. But
the Capsicum Club seems to be a one in, one out sort of situation, I think.
Oh yeah, very exclusive. And we don't want any of you fence sitters on there. It's foul.
So I'm just trying to really pump this going on from that Subway order, Cal, if I'm being honest.
To be just fair. It's honestly disgusting.
Do you have any comfort foods, Cal? Like when you're at home, maybe you're crying yourself.
Well, no, because I'm a real man, and no. I don't think I really would if I'm upset. But I absolutely love crisps, chips. Huge
potato chips.
Yeah. So, funnily enough, not that into really potatoey chips from like fast food outlets.
Oh yeah.
They just make me get off. Get off? That's not right. That made me feel off.
That's a bit of a messy fetish kind of sound.
Ugh. No. So, yeah, like sweet chili sour cream, from Red Rock Deli. Those things have my love. I absolutely love them. I can easily sit down and smash out a packet of them, and I feel great.
Any sadness.
I feel great after. There's no guilt. There's no guilt about eating it. But I absolutely love them. That and cherries. Dude, okay. I love cherries. They're so good. And you get it's something about, again, just like, kind of getting everything off the seed and then just spitting it. Something about that. Just find a target, someone who's pissing you off. Just get them in their white shirt, give them a stain. Yeah, it's like, cop that. Yeah, you silly person.
It's sad that I'm on the road this week because usually I'll have the Bournemouth badges behind me, but I also love the cherries. Come on, Bournemouth! Come on, Bournemouth! Come on, Bournemouth!
Didn't realise that was a potential segue. That's really disappointing.
No, but my comfort foods, Callum, I can only think of one. I shop at Coles usually, in case anyone's wondering, but I will exclusively go to Aldi just to hit up. I don't know if you're going to know this reference, but if anyone knows this, Mayo Wham, I think that's the brand, joysticks. I will get those without fail. They're just like, so what they are, they're lollies. They're like
Mm.
a stick basically, and they're white, and they have cola, orange, lemon, and like some strawberry, like raspberry, cherry flavors.
Hold on a
Um,
second. Hold on a second.
okay, so if you
Hold
do
on.
look these up and you find out what they are goated, my man.
How do you spell that? How do you spell
MAOAM,
it? MAOAN.
and then joysticks, but the CKS is actually like a double X at the end.
Oh my god. Malby, that's the secret thing. That's the one I couldn't get.
Is that actually the secret thing?
Yeah. That's the one I couldn't get. No way.
Bro,
Yeah.
I love those. They're not triangular.
Yeah, they are. Oh, they square.
No, they're squares.
Oh, they did look very square in this.
Oh.
Wow. Problem solved.
Yeah, don't worry about commenting, guys. We know you were going to jump straight down to the comments, though, but...
I can't believe that's them. That's absolutely incredible.
Okay, so what... I mean, now that you know what they are, what were you going to say about them?
Oh, they're great. No, they're sick. They're so good. So they're your comfort foods. What, they're triple S for you?
Oh, mate, they're more than triple S for me.
More than triple S. I'm going to put them in double S.
Oh,
but,
bit of beef now.
But they're good. They're real good.
They are.
Wow.
Alright, so last week we talked about the forbidden fruit in the animal world. Callum, any forbidden fruit in the fruit world? I mean, the food world in general. Wait, almost like, so I guess the question is something that you can't eat that's not an animal, because we already covered that, that you can't eat that you wish you could. It's a hard question.
I'd like you to go first. I want to hear yours. Maybe I'm stalling.
Maybe you're stalling. Well, guess what? Mine is... I'm trying to think of something I used to eat. For me, I used to eat grass.
Me, I didn't eat grass, but I ate clovers.
Clovers.
That was a little thing in preschool. It was like I'll be honest, I'd love to say it was a bit, but it really wasn't. We'd eat them and we'd just pretend we got superpowers from them. But we did it too much to the point where we were literally getting, like, my friend was eating so much clover, like, he got forced to stop. But, like, they weren't that bad. Like, there was nothing...
Oh, I figured out what mine is.
You know, like, he ate them and it wasn't like...
Did you get superpowers from them?
I feel like yeah.
My forbidden fruit, or forbidden food is, so, Cal, you know when you're having a delectable cupcake?
Mm-hmm.
You eat that cupcake and you're thinking you want more. I eat the cupcake wrapper with the, like, little bits of cake on it as well.
Oh, that's foul.
That's not foul, bro.
It is foul. I never understood it. I was like, this is shit.
Wait, have I told that before?
No. Like, other people have said it. Like, oh man, you gotta eat the paper wrapping.
Bro,
you don't. You really
it's up there. No, it's coded. It's coded.
Really don't.
Triple S for me.
No, that's bad. Really, what's something that I wish we could eat more?
Yeah.
I just wish, like, that meat. Some meat just doesn't taste as good as it looks. You know, maybe something like that. Maybe more meat is it was just a better taste in general.
I can't eat a lot of steak. Like, I like steak, but I probably couldn't eat like one of those bigger ones because I'm like, gets a bit much. Like, it doesn't taste nice anymore.
Yeah, I don't really know. I haven't really thought about forbidden ones. Maybe if things that are really bad for us, like oils and stuff, were actually good. You know,
drinking oil.
We've got heaps of it lying around. Why can't it be put to good use?
Honestly, yeah. So I think Tay, my girlfriend, wanted me to ask this one, just so that I'd be shamed on the podcast, hopefully to fix it in the future. And I think this will be the last food question, Callum. If you were to rate your cooking skills out of 10, what would you rate yourself?
I'm pretty low. I'm terrible. I can't multitask very well. So I had a job at a food place, making burgers, and I was terrible. In like my first shifts, they were putting me on the grill, so I was in charge of like all the meat and everything that needed to be cooked, and I was shit.
Yeah.
I was so bad. I got better. And now I'm like confident on a barbecue now, relatively, with like those particular animal products. Um, but yeah, shit, not good.
Um, I can rattle off some of the. So I would say I'm an exceptional cook. I would probably say 11 out of 10. I'll rattle off some of my staples. So I can cook 2 minute noodles, cheese toasty, tuna and cheese toasty.
Foul.
One time I fucked up rice and burnt the pan because I left it in there too much.
Hey, rice is hard.
Uh, Whenever I'm home alone with Matt, I always make him cook for me. What else can I cook?
Wow, I'm pretty sure that's not allowed.
I'm, I'm pretty sick at
Cook!
making burritos, though, Cal. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sick at making burritos.
Yeah, I think that's probably the only important thing, though. As long as you can make a mean
True.
burrito, that's all that really matters.
Cal, if you had to say you were having a romantic date
Mm-hmm.
and she came over and she said, "Callum Faulkner," she whispered in your ear. She goes, "Callum Faulkner, cook for me." What are you cooking?
Cooking a knuckle sandwich.
Straight to the skull.
What would I cook for a date? Jesus, I feel like if I wanted to be romantic, I definitely wouldn't cook. I can make like I mean it's cheating because it basically comes in a box, but like I can make enchiladas. It's just
That does the job.
it does yeah no
That does the job, brother.
it's not very difficult because it's very straightforward and I don't have to obviously make the wrapping or anything. But
Yeah, I mean, mate, don't put yourself down yet. Get your head up, okay? That's good. That's
hey,
good, mate.
it goes alright. It goes alright. So yeah, maybe that. I remember I did have it. This is a great story. I'm not sure if I've told you this actually. But I had a date. It was a joke date. With friends.
Classic.
Yeah, with friends from not from high school, and we had a mee goreng date, which turned into technically a house party. It was a bit weird. I rocked up and I thought it was just gonna be like us two and our two other friends who were like gonna go on a date as well, but like they were both males. They're gonna cross dress. It was gonna be kind of funny. And it ended up just being there was like I came over to this house and there was like 12 other people there. So, I don't know any of these people. What's going on? But we had a mee goreng date, so we made 10 packets of mee goreng, right?
Yeah.
And we split it amongst the crowd. But what I did,
Sort
and
of like Jesus.
I am so proud of this. I thought it was probably one of the funniest things I've ever done. I got a candle, and I put it in a water bath, completely melted it down, and I opened up the packets of the mee goreng, the stuff that you add in, and I put it in the candle, mixed up the candle, and then froze it to let it reset. So yeah, I made a mee goreng candle. Terribly. But it was still a candle. It was still there in a candle form.
Alright, fair enough.
And
Huge success, then.
I was so happy with it. Genuinely,
Yeah.
this is so bad it's good. So yeah.
So you'd be cooking that on a date then? A mee goreng candle?
Yeah, back to mee goreng.
No,
So,
fair enough. Alright, well I think to wrap up this week's pod, Cal, you know what time it is. Get her up.
Scunthorpe time. Well,
The only way is Scunthorpe Weekly Roundup.
yeah, baby. Alright.
Woo!
So Scunthorpe, after last week, when we were insanely hyped up and found out they managed to draw, which was heartbreaking, I have got more heartbreaking news.
Oh, God!
Scunthorpe has gone down 1-0 against Port Vale.
Port Vale? No, not Port Vale. No,
They
boys.
scored in the 44th minute. But here's the bad thing, right? We had 12 shots with 5 on target. They had 10 shots with 4 on target.
You'd want to draw.
But we fouled 17 times.
Oh, no. It's that O'Malley guy. He's coming back to pawn us again.
I'd actually love to know who was doing it. But Port Vale are, as of now, they're 4th on the ladder.
Oh, okay, never mind. Mate, they're up
and
there.
we're still second last, which is not good. But
How many more excuses can we make? How many more excuses?
But we come against Newport next, who are they're 15th and we're 23rd.
Easy.
But basically we don't have an I don't think we have an easy game for a while. It's just
I think we play some really heartfelt, grubby soccer. You know, like really getting down and dirty, and then red cards and 17 fouls. But
yeah, it's not good. Pretty much we want to club against like Walsall or Oldham Athletic, who we don't for forever. So
yeah.
if we win a week, I think it's going to be huge. But prepare yourself for the 27th of December where we verse Oldham Athletic, where we might get a dub. So
guys, this segment is just going to be really the Scunthorpe loss update until the 27th of December.
Maybe we'll get one win, God forbid.
Well, as per usual, a great episode ending on a sad note.
It'll be good soon, I promise.
Come on, guys, keep your head up, keep listening, it'll come, okay? I just want to thank everyone for listening again. I'm sure everyone's excited for the return of Callum's tier lists. I hope you feel more educated about food. Maybe check out some of the local restaurants when everything opens back up. And I guess, on that note, see you later, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye. You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.